The multi-award-winning series The Pit storms back for Season 2, wasting no time in dragging us straight into the pressure cooker of its world. The premiere places us inside Dr. Robbiey's final shift before a long sabbatical, a brutal 15-hour marathon set against the explosive backdrop of the 4th of July. From the opening moments, the episode establishes one clear truth: this shift will not be kind. The pit is already trembling on the edge of chaos. This episode is less about resolution and more about immersion. We're introduced, or reintroduced, to character dynamics that feel raw, tense, and dangerously fragile. Every hallway hums with anxiety. Every room feels one mistake away from disaster. The foundations are carefully laid, planting narrative seeds that will clearly grow darker as the season unfolds. At the heart of this opening hour is a haunting cliffhanger involving Dr. Al-Hashimi and a baby discovered in the bathroom. The moment lingers uncomfortably, her expression frozen in shock as test results sit silently between truth and tragedy. With that unsettling image burned into our minds, we're invited to clock in, brace ourselves, and dissect everything that went wrong and everything that's about to. Dr. Robbiey's conflict is the emotional backbone of this episode, and it's clear his grip on control is slipping. Two forces immediately weigh heavily on him. The first is the arrival of Dr. Al-Hashimi, whose modern methods clash violently with the culture Robbiey has spent years cultivating. From patient passports to rebranding the pit itself, her presence feels invasive to him. This isn't arrogance, it's fear. Fear that what he built might become unrecognizable in his absence. The pit isn't just a workplace to Robbiey. It's a living organism shaped by shared trauma, survival, and trust. Change isn't unwelcome, but it must be earned. His polite, yet pointed warning for Al-Hashimi to keep her distance speaks volumes. Beneath the professionalism lies simmering resentment. Layered on top of this tension is the return of Frank Langdon. Fresh out of rehab, stripped of status, and forced to start from the bottom, Frank becomes a walking reminder of betrayal. Robbiey can't forgive, can't forget, and can't hide it. As his final shift unfolds, it feels cruelly poetic. Everything he's tried to suppress is crashing down at once. Frank Langdon's return is soaked in quiet humiliation. His lowered locker, his hesitant body language, and his desperate attempts at apology paint a man painfully aware that every eye is watching. Forgiveness isn't freely given in the pit, it's earned through fire. While some offer cautious empathy, Robbiey remains unmoved, his disappointment cutting deeper than outright anger. This unresolved tension threatens to explode under pressure. On the most chaotic shift imaginable, Frank must prove he belongs while navigating judgment, guilt, and self-doubt. It's a redemption arc that promises no easy victories. Meanwhile, the episode introduces emotionally charged patient stories that refuse to fade into the background. A young girl covered in bruises hints at an unbearable truth waiting to surface. The show wisely resists rushing to conclusions, instead highlighting the painful reality of procedure, patience, and moral restraint. These are the moments that ground the pit, where humanity collides with protocol. Amid the blood, panic, and relentless urgency, the show never flinches. It forces us to sit with discomfort, reminding us that survival doesn't always look heroic. Sometimes, it just looks exhausting. The episode's most haunting moment belongs to Dr. Al-Hashimi and the abandoned baby. Her silent shock suggests something deeply personal has been awakened. Perhaps it's a shared trauma, a past loss, or a memory she's spent years burying. The show deliberately withholds answers, allowing the weight of possibility to settle heavily in the room. This moment feels pivotal. Al-Hashimi isn't just a disruptor, she's human. And the pit seems intent on peeling back her layers, transforming friction into empathy. Her emotional reaction hints at a storyline rooted in grief, loss, or unresolved love, offering a bridge between her and the team she's alienated. Elsewhere, Dr. Mohan's subplot quietly mirrors these themes. Her plans to support her mother unravel when independence replaces dependence, forcing her to confront her own need for control. Paired with an overprotective son and elderly patient, the parallels are impossible to ignore. Through handheld camera work and relentless pacing, the episode traps us inside the pit. Deaths hit harder. Silence feels louder. camaraderie feels earned. The immersion is suffocating and intentional. Despite its heavy subject matter, The Pit never forgets to breathe. Moments of dark humor, like the foul-smelling homeless patient causing chaos in the waiting room, offer brief relief without undermining the stakes. Characters like Mill inject nervous energy and laughter, masking fear beneath sarcasm, while Joy's cold detachment immediately marks her as someone difficult to root for. Her lack of compassion is jarring, and it's clearly intentional. The episode also plants seeds for future arcs. Mill facing legal trouble, Mr. Williams possibly hiding a deeper condition, and tensions that feel ready to snap under the weight of 14 remaining hours. Every storyline feels purposeful, every glance loaded with meaning. As an opening chapter, this episode is masterfully constructed. It establishes tone, conflict, and emotional depth without overwhelming the viewer. 1 hour down, 14 to go, and if this is the standard, the journey will be relentless. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more exciting, in-depth reviews, be sure to watch more thrilling videos on Thunderstrike's channel, where every episode is dissected with cinematic passion. For now, the shift continues, and we're not clocking out anytime soon.